won't even budge.
Does that mean it's locked?
Yeah, seems that way.
So that means we're trapped, huh?
Where are we?
The decontamination room? That's how it's labeled on the map.
There are showers in here?
You need to wash all contaminants off after you return from outside. Well, in the case of nuclear war, of course.
Which means there are 2 exits heading to the surface. Here, and the X door in the lounge.
You're right. It looks like there's a hall to an elevator outside. Don't see how they're connected on the map, but it must be there.
Okay, then let's escape through that door.
How exactly do you propose that...
It looks like it's been welded shut.
Maybe it'll open if we push that yellow button over there.
Did you not just hear that it's welded shut?
Then what exactly is it for? Should we try pushing it?
It's clearly suspect. Better not.
Right.
1809.
The anesthetic was injected after the vote, around...
1330.
So we've been asleep for almost 4.5 hours.
That might not be true.
Right. Zero did say.
Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will activate. An anesthetic and an agent to erase your memories will be administered.
That means we could have woken up and fallen asleep several times since then. But we just don't remember any of it.
I wonder what the results of the voting are.
It's highly unlikely that C-Team was able to survive.
Why?
You even have to ask? Diana voted against the plan on the note and chose C-Team.
Whoa, wait, hold up. What are you saying? I thought Diana voted for Q-Team. Isn't that right?
I'm sorry. I don't really remember.
What? How is that possible? How could you forget? After the vote at 1330, he told us we wouldn't be injected with the amnesia meds.
Right, I remember it exactly. Diana had chosen to vote for Q-Team.
No! I know for sure that she definitely voted for C-Team.
Nonsense, you must be out of it.
You're the one out of it, you senile old fart! No. Wait. Don't tell me. Jumped? What Sigma was going on about back in DCOM? Well, it's all true.
Oh, when he was saying mankind would be destroyed? What did he mean exactly? Do you mind explaining?
Even if I did, I don't think you'd believe me. It's highly likely you won't even understand. You see, the things Sigma and I have been through are, complicated and mysterious.
Does that mean your consciousness came from the future? 2074?
Yes, but that's not exactly right. Sigma and I both originated from the current world of 2028. Our consciousnesses were sparked by a specific event into jumping forward to 2074. We returned to April 2029, where we lived 45 years normally through time. In January 2074, our two consciousnesses were booted to the past again, and essentially ended up at this point in time, Christmas of 2028. See, you don't understand, do you?
It doesn't have to make sense. You only need to believe us.
About what happens in the future?
Correct.
I have to know then. Why was mankind destroyed?
It's not exactly destroyed. It isn't as if there aren't any survivors left.
But a large number are...
Yes, the dead number 6 billion. It's all because of Radical 6. A horrific virus that affects the human brain. It spread quickly worldwide, and humanity began heading to extinction.
The location the virus originated at was the experimental facility, DCOM. That was what we were told, anyway. Some of the information appears to be incorrect, though.
How so?
This is just a guess, but I think Radical 6 wasn't leaked from DCOM. I've got a feeling it came from this shelter instead.
Regardless, back then we believed it all started at DCOM. So we infiltrated the facility as subjects to prevent the release of the virus. With Akane's help.
Akane?
She's the leader of a secret group called Crash Keys that wants to save the world. Using the organization's assets, we hacked the admin server and altered the original subject list and data.
I see. I mean, it all seems so fake. I could hardly keep up with all of it.
We're not lying.
It's true.
All right, then. I'd like to go back for a second. Fi, you said you jumped earlier, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean...
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results. All three groups have voted for different teams. Therefore, none have been executed. The current death count, 0.
I'm so glad.
I can't say this is an ideal situation for any of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told. You will remain in the shelter for eternity until 6 people are killed. I will give you one last chance. A single action from you may result in your escape from the depths. What must you do? It's simple. I shall show you. The other 2 teams are listening to a message just like this one. In their ward's decontamination room.
That can't be.
The construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each. Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
What? Hydrofluoric acid?
It's not a... Only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron. Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary. That button on the wall is your right to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do? Will you press it or refuse? It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Wait, don't!
I'm doing it to protect you too.
What?
It's not to escape. Of course I don't want to kill the other teams. But if we don't act, we're the ones who die.
It's not for certain. No one pushes it before 3 minutes are up.
But if we wait, all 3 teams will be killed. The acid will melt even our bones, and all that's left will wash down the drain. Is that how you want to reunite? To hug and cry together in the drain? By then, we wouldn't even be able to see or hold them.
Wait, Sigma! Please calm down!
How could I possibly do that? Someone on another team could be pushing the button right now as we speak.
Just listen, please! Zero did say that we had 3 minutes. But he never said what would happen once the time limit ended.
She's right. 3 minutes is just a space of time. There's still a chance nothing will happen after the deadline is over. It must mean that we're being tested to see how much we all trust.
Please believe, Sigma. Trust the other teams.
Diana, what did you just...
Are you kidding me? You just finished begging me to trust the others. What the hell was all that for? Answer me, Diana!
I don't know. I don't know why I pushed the button.
Not again.
What do you mean?
Our vote back at 1330? Diana chose C-Team instead of going along with what was on the note. I asked her why, and she said the same thing as now. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. I don't know about that.
I know.
What?
I'm saying I know what you don't know. My thought earlier, that we probably...
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival. It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize, but you must all sleep again.
1929. Our time is up.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you. It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
No! How did this happen?
Pleasant dreams.
Where are we?
I think it's the decontamination room.
Decontamination?
Huh. This is weird.
Weird?
I feel like I've been trapped in this room before.
You must be imagining things.
I guess.
Wait, this button.
It's the same for you, Carlos?
You feel it as well?
Yeah, not just her. I sense it too. Somehow, this button is very important.
Maybe we've forgotten about this place.
The drugs and the bracelets?
What?
Hey, look what time it is. It's after midnight.
So, it's the next day?
Not just day, but year. It's 2029 now.
What a horrible start to the year.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-Passes will be revealed. Shift, 6, Ring, Age, Heart. Love. That is all.
Damn you, Zero!
I will never give him!
Diana, tell me one more time. You didn't choose to push it, did you? The button in the decontamination room.
No. For a split second, it was as if... It was as if someone had taken control of my body.
Has this ever happened to you before? Then maybe you hit your head somewhere.
I don't think so. That I can remember, anyway.
What are you trying to say, Phi?
Well, I thought it might be possible it was alien hand syndrome.
What? Alien hand?
It happens very rarely when the corpus callosum, where the right and left hemispheres connect, is abnormal. Remember, the right brain controls the left side, and the left controls the right. So if the communication paths that connect them are damaged, the left and right sides of your body may fall out of sync. Like trying to put a shirt on with your right hand, but taking it off with your left. Grabbing onto a scalding pan with your right hand while your left tries to make it let go. Or something even stranger, when your right hand attempts to suffocate you, so you use your left to restrain it. I've heard of cases where it's happened. An interesting development arises with that story. Where does a human's consciousness exist? Is it in the left brain or the right? When your right hand's choking you and your left's trying to stop it, that would imply that the part of you that doesn't want to die is in the right brain. But what if, in the left brain, there's another part of you buried inside that does want to die? So, if you ever ask that person, do you want to live or die? If the center for speech is located in the right brain, he'd clearly say, "Of course, I want to live." But what if it's the reverse? If the center for speech is in the left brain, then I'm sure he'd say, "Hurry up and kill me." There's no way to know which one is the true self. Or, perhaps, it's more like they both are. It's just simply that the one who has the power of speech is more dominant. Have you ever considered, what if your body was split into left and right? In that moment, where would your consciousness go? Left or right?
Hey, Phi. What are you getting at with this?
The alien mouth syndrome. My mouth speaks for itself, regardless of what I want it to do.
How can you be joking around at a time like this?
No, it's because we're in the situation that I brought it up.
Well, like you said, it doesn't feel real. Hearing the announcement or reading on the board.
You think those 6 might still be alive?
Let's keep believing.
There's no point. The 6 of them are definitely dead.
How do you know?
Well... I don't know.
You alright, Gab?
This guy doesn't know anything, does he?
He's lucky.
Well, we may as well get going. Like Sigma said earlier, we shouldn't lose hope. Let's have faith that they're still alive. Besides, that is even more of a reason that we must keep going.
So we can go and bring back a rescue team?
Exactly.
All right, let's go.
I'm not going.
Huh?
Hey, Diana!
Wonderful acting. It's an excellent strategy. Your actions in that decontamination room. I'm surprised you thought of it so fast. At that moment, all you wanted was to get out quickly. To make that a reality, it just happened that the fastest way was to touch a yellow button and kill the other 6 participants. However, pressing the button just like that would make you a murderer, a bad person. And even if you did escape after, in a court of law, what you did would be considered bad by judge and jury. So you thought, how could I make this not as bad for me? What you came up with was, oh, so simple. You simply needed multiple personalities.
No!
But to casually bring up the topic of multiple personalities. No one would believe you. The only way to make it believable was to do something unbeneficial to you. And that is why you refused to leave. We both know that Fire will bring the rescue team back to the shelter. You saw all of that in advance.
No! No, 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 no!
Let us meet again somewhere. Stop at Mata Dolorosa. I will be awaiting that moment.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
See? I told you, didn't I? None of the others pushed the button. So that's proof that the other teams can be trusted to cooperate.
It seems there may be a misunderstanding, so I shall clear it up for you. I never said the showers would activate as soon as the button was pressed. Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone or not.
What?
And when?
Then the anesthetic will...
I get it now.
Don't tell me we'll be asleep when...
Now, it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know that you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
Diana! What are you?
This has to be Zero's trap.
A trap?
Don't you think so? Zero's the one who made us start this thing. If we transport now, we'll be doing exactly what Zero wants.
What in the...
I don't know what's going on, but...
Pretty sure we should get out of here. Let's go, Diana.
Sigma? It's after 0130.
Yeah. Seems it is.
You're not surprised? We didn't get injected with the drugs.
No. I remembered the announcement from earlier.
The decision game has now been concluded.
Oh. The game's already over. So... It'll be fine. Akane will come back.
I wonder... I'm not so sure I believe that.
Huh? Why? Nope. It won't even budge.
Ah! The hell is that?
Formaldehyde solution with...
a pig.
It's okay, Mira. I'm right here with you.
We're in the biolab, right?
So there's a bunch of biological research here.
Jeez, this place is really creepy. Why is something like this in a bomb shelter?
Maybe the builders thought to be prepared for some kind of pandemic.
Pandemic?
An infectious disease that hits on a global scale. It's like a sudden deadly virus outbreak.
Maybe this place is an isolated location for researching all kinds of viruses like that.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe Zero put it here in order to do something to us.
Like what?
Like maybe taking the ingredients and cooking all of us a nice meal.
Ugh!
But isn't it too early for dinner?
It's been 4.5 hours since we fell asleep in the lounge.
4.5 hours. They knocked us out for quite a while.
No, not necessarily. We could have woken up a bunch of times during all that, but if Zero erased our memories...
Of course, we wouldn't remember.
No.
What's this?
Slash the pig's stomach.
Whoa! For real? Would that mean that we...
Probably.
Why? Why do we have to do something like that?
I have no idea, but it's not like we really have a choice, do we?
There's no way to leave. We're just gonna have to do what he said.
unfortunate creature.
Zero!
17 years ago, a woman died. Her chest carved open with a sharp object, just like that pig there. One difference, that woman was alive. Her heart was still beating as the organ was cruelly carved out of her. A male suspect was quickly caught. He must have planned to escape via taxi, as he called one before his capture. The police arrested him before he was able to utilize the waiting vehicle to flee the scene. Instead, a genius surgeon climbed inside. He was heading to the hospital. A seriously ill patient awaiting his arrival for life-saving treatment. However, the taxi got into an accident before reaching its destination. It collided with a large truck. The resulting wreck was horrendous. Sadly, as a result of this accident, the driver and surgeon died, as well as the young boy waiting for surgery. Life is truly unfair, don't you think?
What is the point of him telling us this story?
It's just some kind of act, right? Probably doesn't mean anything.
I'm not sure.
Now then, let's begin our game, shall we? The rules are as follows. The pig's stomach you cut open contained 3 syringes. Each of them is filled with a specific virus called Radical 6.
Radical 6?
This virus is special. It awakens a desire to kill oneself, among other things. Once infected, symptoms appear as early as 10 minutes, or take up to 2 hours. And the host soon finds the urge to commit suicide irresistible. The mortality rate is 75%. Transmitted through liquids, it's highly contagious. Oh yes, I believe you located a set of documents during your search of this room. A set of files on FBR, the Fanatic Bio-R virus. The mortality rate of this virus is 100%. Infection results in blood erupting from your body, then death. An antagonistic relationship exists between Radical 6 and FBR. If you were to be infected by Radical 6, it would be cancelled out with the addition of FBR, and you are unaffected. Conversely, injecting Radical 6 into you after becoming infected with FBR will cause them to destroy each other and leave no adverse effects on you.
So a single virus is toxic, but using the other as a vaccination provides an antidote.
Now, here's an important piece of information for you. I am what you'd call a clairvoyant, one who knows the future.
What is he talking about?
If I had foreseen that you would all choose to inject Radical 6 at this moment, I would have made sure to coat FBR on the fingerprint authentication device for you. Meaning, you'd already be infected with the Fanatic Bio-R virus.
That device over there?
Oh, I do remember feeling something when I touched it. Like a prick.
So we were all stabbed by a poison needle?
On the other hand, if I saw that you were not going to inject yourselves with Radical 6, then I would be sure to leave the needle clean. That way, you would not become infected with fanatic bioarm.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
I'll say it once more. If all of you plan to inject yourselves with Radical 6, you already have FBR. If you are not going to inject yourselves, then you are not infected right now. Which means, in either case, you being saved is a foregone conclusion. There's no reason for you to worry about the situation. What will you do now? Inject yourselves with Radical 6, or refrain? It would be best to consider carefully. I will say that your decision is already known to me.
So wait, do we even need to choose?
Huh?
If what Zero told us is the truth, then the outcome will be the same. If we inject ourselves with this Radical 6, we're already infected with FBR. So they destroy each other and we're fine. And if we don't do it, that just means we weren't infected with FBR in the first place.
But what if it's a lie?
Huh?
He's saying, what if he's lying about being psychic? Well, if you think about it, the likelihood that he's lying is incredibly high.
So then, what do we do? What the hell do we do?
Let's do it.
Why?
Care to share your reason?
After everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said. If Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't. Our fate can go 4 different ways if that's the situation. If we are infected with FBR, and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. If we aren't infected with FBR, and we inject ourselves with Radical 6, or not. The important thing we need to remember, though, is the mortality rates. Zero said the casualty rate is 75% for the Radical 6 virus. And we saw in the files that death is 100% confirmed for Fanatic Bio-R. So we can use that to determine. It's clear which option is best, right?
I see. The probability that we're infected with FBR is 2 to 1, which means if we inject Radical 6, our survival rate is half of 125, 62.5%.
And if we don't inject it, then our chance is sitting at 50%.
Any objections? Then we know what to do. Okay, here we go. Ready? And...
So are we good? Did we do the right thing?
The lab door opened afterwards, so we must have.
Do you feel any different?
No, not really.
So, I guess?
Hey, Eric. I've thought this before, but, well, your laugh is kind of strange.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this is, well, sort of a bad habit I've had since I was a kid.
What do you mean?
Issues at home, I guess.
Was your family difficult?
That's just it. We were completely normal. A kind mom, a clumsy dad, and an annoying little brother.
Oh, dear. What's wrong?
I'm not sure. They've just been crying.
Hey, you two. Mind telling Mommy why you're crying?
Chris broke my toy!
No! It was your fault, Eric!
Chris, Eric, listen to me, okay? When painful or sad things happen, people get angry or cry because of them. But even at those times, I want you to never forget to smile.
Smile?
Yes, smile. No matter how painful things get, as long as you can face it with a smile, happiness will come to you. Smiles have a strange power.
Really?
Yes, really. And that's not all. A smile can make everyone all around you happy too.
You too, Mommy? You'll be happy too?
Of course. So why don't you two stop fighting and show Mommy your smiles?
Okay.
Yeah!
You sure are something else. Hey, what about me? Can Daddy get some smiles too?
Oh dear, it looks like Daddy's lonely, you two. Let's all give him a whole lot of smiles.
Okay.
Get over here for a hug. Oh, you've gotten big.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, okay. Come at me. I'm ready.
Yay! Mom always told us to never forget to smile. She'd never hurt a bug. Not even if a line of ants crossed her path. She was that kind and gentle. She was incredible. And when we lost her, that's when Dad changed.
Shut the hell up! Who said you could fucking cry?
Chris!
Oh, Jesus, Eric! Can't you even look after your shitty little brother?
I'm sorry! Forgive me! Please forgive me!
God! Fucking kids. Hey, go find someone to get me beer!
Don't cry. Don't get mad. Better always smile, was what Dad liked to say. But unlike Mom, he was never not angry with us. Eventually, I figured out how to smile, regardless of what was going on. Just smiling day in and day out. No fun. Not happy. I'd be made fun of, or yelled at. And no matter the pain, no matter how bad it was, I never raised my voice. I just kept smiling. I didn't stop, even after Dad fell ill and died. So I guess the two smiles, one taught by my mom and one forced by my dad, got kinda mixed up, and the result is what I pasted on my face.
Eric, she's...
I've never talked to anyone about all of this before, but... Mira, will you still love me? Even with me being like this?
How dumb can you get?
Yeah, you're right. I didn't even have to ask, did I?
Eric, thanks for sharing that.
It wasn't like I did it for you or anything. It just sort of came out, that's all.
Yeah, still, thanks.
To tell the truth, I just didn't want to end up like my father. So I forced my mouth to keep smiling through everything. But it's no use. The worst part of me still came to the front after we got trapped here. I pushed all of that on you, too.
Don't worry about it. I'm alright.
Okay.
So, you never mentioned you had a younger brother.
Yeah. About your age, more or less.
What? We're the same age? Oh, maybe we could be friends. Would it be okay if I met him after we get out?
Well... Anyway, sorry I turned the mood dark.
You turn the mood. Oh, your jokes always crack me up, Eric.
Huh?
I mean, to think that was dark. You really have a sense for these things. Don't worry, listening to it was a lot of fun.
Wait a minute. What makes you think that was all a joke?
Uh-huh.
It was such a sad story. He just told us he's been holding in this painful past the whole time. How is that a joke?
Oh, I just didn't think to make a mistake like that.
A mistake?
I'm so sorry. I've always been clumsy. It's at times like these that I don't even know how to look, you know?
Clumsy?
Hey, Eric.
Can you tell me?
Mira?
What? No. Mira? Why did you... What's wrong with you, Mira? Stop! Stop this! No! Maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, right?
Care to share your reason?
After everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said, if Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't have powers. The important thing to determine is if we're actually infected with FBR.
So you don't think we are then?
Nope. In fact, a virus called Fanatic Bio-R existing in the first place is very suspicious.
Radical 6 sounds just as fantastical.
No. There's no doubt that Radical 6 is real. I've heard of it before. Well, it could be that Zero wants us to become infected with Radical 6. But instead of doing it himself, for some reason he's unable to.
So he needs us to do it ourselves then.
Hey, what the...
The door!
It opened!
Let's get out of here! If we're too slow, then the door might up and close on us.
Wait, Eric!
Hey, Mira! What are you doing? We must have been right not to inject it. I still feel okay, and more importantly, the door opened for us.
There's still another possibility, you know. That Zero really does have the ability to see the future.
If it's true, then we would have been right if we had injected the needles too.
Hey, did you tell the truth earlier?
About what?
About Radical 6 being real.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know about it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Could you get any more suspicious?
I know what I know, okay? I can't help that.
So why not share? Tell us more about this Radical 6 virus.
More. I'm not even sure where to start.
How about its name?
Oh, that's easy. Aside from triggering intense suicidal impulses, Radical 6 causes the infected's thought process to reduce by 1√6. Therefore, when 1 second passes for them, the world has gone through √6 seconds, or roughly 2.45 seconds. There is also the word radical. Aside from meaning things like extreme, it can also refer to a radical root. Get it?
Oh, so that's why it's Radical 6.
But is it really possible for thought speed to be slowed down like that?
Yep. The infected, through changes in DNA methylation and histomodification, gain epigenetic mutations in the control mechanisms of their genetic expressions.
Wait! Could you maybe simplify that, please?
Oh, the body's composition changes as a genetic switch is flipped, more or less.
A genetic...
Switch?
Let's try this. A common scientific thought, until now, was that parental characteristics didn't transfer. Recent research has changed that. We now know that they can be, by flipping certain genetic switches. Well, regardless of what kind of experiences the parents had to go through, their DNA blueprints won't change. But within that expansive DNA coding, the question of what should be read seems to change based on experience. The change becomes especially apparent when the parents' lives are in danger.
Like maybe if someone was trapped in a shelter and forced to risk their life.
So, if Eric and I did the horizontal tango right now, the baby might end up psychic.
What?
Anyway, so if Radical 6 really does flip the genetics switch... Hey, are you listening?
Yeah. So, you're basically saying this Radical 6 virus is super dangerous, right?
Yes, there's no doubt it is. So, Zero said earlier that Radical 6 transmits through bodily fluids and is highly infectious. If someone infected with the virus was to go outside, then mankind, 6 billion people, will die.
$6 billion?
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-Passes will be revealed. Fire, Crash, 5. That is all.
What the hell? C-Team is dead?
It's obviously because of the vote.
The vote?
At 13:30.
Then... But wait, did everyone from C-Team really die? We haven't seen their corpses or anything. They might still be alive.
No, they're dead. I'm sure of it.
Why?
Because...
He's right. I don't think they're alive.
You too, Mira? What do you think, old man? C-Team's gotta be alive, right?
What are you doing, Eric? He's not gonna answer you.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe he...
can speak?
Now it is time for you to sleep.
Zero.
When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
I'll go check out the other rooms.
Have fun.
1810.
That Eric. Why is he even bothering to look in the other rooms? We already searched through each one when we first woke up. Nothing.
I don't think we've seen all of them. There was that one room we couldn't figure out how to get into.
Oh, that's right.
Ah!
Let's go!
Whoa!
How crazy is this? I was tapping spots on the wall in the hallway when...
You opened some kind of secret door. You did good. I'm impressed.
Oh, wow. This room has a whole lot of books.
You like to read?
Do you like to read?
I don't know.
Come on, you're talking about yourself here.
I don't know. Do I like to read?
So, what is this room anyway?
A study? Though it's practically an entire library. Seems like someone was just here.
Who? The only one who can wander freely would be...
Right. It's got to be Zero. So that means...
This is Zero's study?
If it is, then there's gotta be some sort of clue. Something about who Zero is, or how to get out of this crazy place.
If anything was hidden in here... Those safes would be the best bet.
Let's start looking.
What does kill one mean?
Must mean we have to kill someone.
We have to.
What the?
Is that...
No!
Junpei!
No!
Did Carlos just kill himself?
I think so.
But why?
Maybe it had to do with Junpei's body?
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Junpei. D-Team, Diana, Vi, Sigma. These 5 are now deceased. As a result, 5 X-Passes will be revealed. Fight, jump, blue, red, milk. That is all.
Wait, it mentioned 5 people, right?
Aside from us, Akane's left.
But why in the world did D-Team...
The execution. Back during the vote at 1330, D-Team was... Well, the reason why isn't the issue. What's important is the reveal of 5 X-Passes. In other words...
If one more person dies...
Hey, guys, we should stay calm now. Let's just put these weapons down.
Put yours down first.
What are you saying, Eric? If I put mine down, then you'll...
Huh?
Look over there!
Why, Mira? We're in love. Aren't we?
Eric, this will be hard for you to hear, but I think you might be mistaken about that.
You're lying!
Then why is a gun pointed at you right now?
No, it's not what it looks like, Eric. I love you with all that I am.
Mira.
So you know what you need to do, right?
Huh?
You don't get it?
What do you mean?
God, how dumb can you get?
Mira, this isn't you trying to get Eric to kill me, is it?
Don't be stupid. I have this gun pointed at him so that I can protect you, of course. If I drop my weapon, then Eric will...
Then Eric, how about you putting yours down first?
No way! Not happening. If I put this down, you'll definitely kill Mira.
There's no way I would.
How would I know? What proof do I have that you won't up and fire that thing?
Hey, we aren't getting anywhere like this. If just one more person dies. One more person. One more. Just one more. All right. I'll just slowly put my weapon down first. So now, you two?
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
No!
What an idiot.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Junpei. Q-Team, Q. D-Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-Passes will be revealed.
Let's go, Mira! Let's get out of here and build a happy home and wonderful future together.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I could be any happier. I have you, Mira. And this bed is super comfy. I couldn't ask for anything more. Isn't that right?
Yeah, right.
I hope we can be like this every day. Forever and ever and...
No, you won't!
Eric! Why?
Mira!
No, not there! If you do it there, then his heart will be gone! Your heart... I have to...
Hey, don't make that face. Smiles look better on you.
What a waste!
What?
See what you went and did?
No! I just...
And lest we forget, you tried to kill me, didn't you? Better not try to weasel out of this.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Junpei. Q-Team, Q, Eric. D-Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 7 are now deceased.
Jeez! This couldn't have ended any shittier.
Mira.
What? Are you for real? This is a joke, right?
Looks like it got you pretty good. You'd probably come out okay if we moved to help you right now, but...
Mira?
Eric, I'm going to kill you.
I see. Of course. You only need one more.
Do you have any last words?
Mira, I forgive you. You look better when you smile.
You're asking me that? You're the one who took the first shot.
Yeah, you're right. But how can you be so calm about it?
Calm? Oh no, I'm actually surprised right now. I had no idea his last words would be the same as my firsts.
Your first...
No, not that way. It's something else. First of all, it's not as if I was actually dating him or anything.
I guess you weren't really in love then.
I suppose he thought we were, though. I just let him go since it would have been a hassle.
A hassle? What about how Eric feels?
His feelings, huh? I haven't really been able to understand emotions my whole life. Anger, sadness, pain, fear, and things like love. So when Eric said he liked me as much as he did, I didn't know why. I don't even really understand what he said before he died.
What are you doing?
I'm going to touch Eric's heart. Ever since I was little, I've always been told I'm callous and unfeeling. Why did the faces on people change? I never understood what expressions were. I'd take a mirror and practice making them every day, but they've never quite looked right. One day my mother told me something. Deep inside a person's chest is an object called a heart. This heart controls their emotions and changes their expressions. I remember thinking, that's unfair. Why was everyone hiding this important thing inside? So no one else could see. I wanted to see what it looked like. I decided my first would be a woman, about the same age. As my mother. I waited on an isolated street so there would be no bystanders. And then I stabbed her without warning with a small knife I brought with me. I'd practiced on animals, but I was still surprised by how fast she collapsed.
Why did you do this? I want to see what a heart is. I think I'm the only one who doesn't know. Oh, God. Hey, that's where you hide it, right? I know where it is.
Hurry up and show me!
I forgive you. So please, don't ever do something so terrible again. Can you do that? Why? Because smiles look better on you. Smiles?
The woman didn't answer me. I patted at her face for a long time. She didn't even blink anymore. When I gave up on waking her, I thoroughly searched for her heart. It took some time, but I soon felt an unfamiliar, warm, comforting sensation.
I knew it. It was here.
The last expression the woman formed on her face was a smile. Well, that's when I realized that this kind of moment was when you should smile. I began to hunt for that, reaching out and touching heart after heart. I was terrible at it at first. I barely touched hearts and always badly. But after doing it over and over again, I eventually got better at it. Fear, hatred, sadness. I learned about so many emotions by touching hearts, and there was always new expressions to see. But unfortunately, after that first, I was never able to find that comforting heart. I wanted to feel that warmth one more time. I wandered aimlessly, searching to find someone who held that same warmth. And that was how one day I came across Eric. He was working at an ice cream shop. With one glance, I could tell he was useless. No talent, no worth, nothing. I've seen many hearts of those like him, but none held my interest. Naive, helpless weaklings. It's as if they're amusing creatures simply there to be exploited. That's all I saw them as. But Eric, something felt different with him. I stopped by the shop several times to watch him. I just had to figure out how he was different from all the others. I tried talking to him. I spent time speaking with him, going places together to learn how he reacts. But I still didn't know. At one point, I thought I'd made a mistake. But this is it. I knew Eric would be different. I had a hunch when I first met him, and I was right. I told you, didn't I? And his last words were exactly the same as my first. How incredible is that? This person really, truly loved me. So this is love. This.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Junpei. Q-Team, Eric. D-Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-Passes will be revealed. Fight, jump, pour, blue, red, milk. That is all.
I just noticed. I think that's an anagram.
An anagram?
You've switched the letters around to get a different meaning. The truth is invisible.
So that's what it changes to, huh?
What do you think it means?
I'm not really sure. Maybe it's similar to a human heart. You can't see it because it's hidden inside your chest.
All right, should I put them in?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Oh.